percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, in this video, I want to talk about Bleach, specifically on how the Quincy invasion overpowered Soul Society. First of all, guess who's back again? Okay, I don't know how to say his name. Is it Yuhwak or Yuwach? Or like in the anime version, Yuhabak? Well, after doing a little research, so the correct pronunciation would be Yuhavak. Anyway, that's right, Bleach fans. After waiting for what feels like a century, the 1000-year Blood War arc is finally here. And let me tell you, things are getting intense. The Soul Society is basically in shambles. All thanks to Yuhavak and his squad of troublemakers. This Quincy King is not playing around, folks. He's been waiting 1000 years to take down the Soul Reapers, and he's not about to let anything stand in his way. The casualties are piling up faster than dirty laundry in my room, and their destruction is just off the charts. It's like Yuhavak's motto is go big or go home, and he's definitely not going home anytime soon. But fear not, dear Bleach fans, for our hero Ichigo is ready to take on Yuhavak and his cronies. It is time for Ichigo to unleash his true powers and show these Quincy fools who's the boss. The fate of the Soul Society rests in his hands, and he's not about to let them down. So grab some popcorn, kick back, and get ready for some epic battles and one-liners that would make even Deadpool jealous, because this is Bleach, and we are about to witness the most epic showdown yet. Well, the Soul Reapers are having a tough time against the supposedly weaker Quincy's. Who would have thought that the underdogs would come out on top? It is like watching a Chihuahua beat up a pit bull. Back in the day, the Gote 13 wiped the floor with the Quincy's, but now they cannot seem to lay a finger on them. Maybe they have been skipping their Soul Reaper Pilates classes or something. It is not just about brute strength though. The Quincy's have been playing dirty, stealing the Soul Reaper's Bankai like it is nobody's business. That's like stealing a superhero's cape. You can't just do it. And let's not forget about their sneakiness. The Quincy's have been keeping their motives hidden, which is like trying to figure out what's in a mystery meat sandwich. You just don't know what you are getting into. Back in the day, the Gote 13 was not much of an organization. They were more like a ragtag group of brawlers, thirsty for blood and ready to throw down. Genryusa Yamamoto did not bother with all that bureaucratic nonsense. He just rounded up the meanest, toughest SOBs he could find and said, "Y'all gonna protect the Soul Society now." And protect it they did, with vengeance. Those first generation captains were a force to be reckoned with, and they did not play by anyone's rules but their own. They were not just Soul Reapers, they were savage warriors who lived for the thrill of battle. You did not mess with the Gote 13 back then, unless you wanted to get your butt kicked by a bunch of bloodthirsty maniacs. After the Soul Society easily wiped out the Quincy's, Yamamoto found himself facing Yuhavak with no escape. It was like watching a game of rock, paper, scissors, but Yamamoto had picked fire and Yuhavak had picked Quincy. Not a great matchup. Despite not being proud of their Quincy's extermination, the Soul Society could not help but feel a little smug about their strength. Yamamoto went on to establish the Gote 13 as a legit organization. Comparing Yamamoto to current head captain Shunsui Kyoraku is like comparing a giant fire-breathing dragon to a friendly neighborhood cat. Sure, the cat is strong and can hold its own, but it's no match for a dragon's fiery wrath. And don't even get me started on the other captains. They are like a bunch of puppies trying to take down a pack of wolves. Back in the day, the Soul Reapers were like superheroes, but now they are more like a ragtag group of misfits. It is like the Avengers without Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Just a bunch of B-list heroes trying their best. And as for the Quincy's, well, they are like a bunch of kids playing dodgeball against a bunch of senior citizens. It is not that they are invincible, it is just that their opponents are so weak that they cannot help but dominate. The Quincy's had done their homework and were ready to take on the Soul Reapers. During the attack, Byakuya and Renji faced off against Asnot and Must the Masculine. But Mas, being the clueless one, did not pay attention to the briefing and ended up making a fool of himself. As Renji was about to unleash his Bankai, Mas threw him aside like a rag doll. S-Not was left shaking his head, muttering, "What an idiot," since Mas had just missed the perfect chance to steal Renji's Bankai. On the flip side, Byakuya, a member of the esteemed Kuchiki clan of Soul Reapers, seems to have skipped the memo on a little thing called Blood Vene. When he sees S-Not easily blocking his attacks with this skill, he's genuinely shocked. But wait, didn't the Gotei 13 wipe out the Quincy's over 1,000 years ago? How could they not have known about this ability? It is almost like they are playing a game of hide and seek with their enemy, but they are the ones blindfolded. No wonder they are getting their butts kicked. Did you hear about the Soul Society bank robbers? The Wandenreich took stealing to a whole new level by playing mind games. First, they killed the head captain's right-hand man and gave a 5-day warning. Then, Sasakebe warned Yamamoto that the enemy could steal their Bankai, but little did he know they could also steal it. It is like they were playing a twisted game of Bankai Snatch. The captains tried to fight back by using their Bankai, but it was like a boomerang. It only came back to bite them in the butt. The Wandenreich really took the term bank robbery to a whole new level. Bankai is like a superhero's secret weapon, except it is a sword that makes you even more badass. It is so powerful that captains guard it with their lives, like it is their precious baby. But sometimes they get confused and second-guess themselves, like they are trying to decide which emoji to use in a text. The bad guys, the Quincy's, are sneaky and make the Soul Reapers doubt themselves even more by pretending like they can steal Bankai. If the Soul Reapers had known they could actually steal it, they probably would have been like,
Oh, hell no!
it is like when you are playing a game and someone steals your favorite weapon. It is a real bummer. And for those captains who don't use their Bankai, they are basically like a samurai without a sword. So guys, there you know the reasons why the Soul Reapers was brutally defeated. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe would be much highly appreciated. Until the next video, Raja and out.